Good afternoon, all. Today we are going to conduct the practical on reactance relay. So this relay model is known as reactance relay XCG22 of English Electric make. The apparatus present over here are relay unit, that is XCG22 English Electric make with control panel, then the phase shifter, then thermostat, the voltmeter from 0 to 110 volt AC, and the ammeter 0 to 2 ampere AC. The rheostat having rating of 34 ohms and 6.4 ampere. This is the circuit diagram which we want to refer. So here you may see that on the extreme left hand side you will have the three-phase supply, which is RYBN. The rating of the three-phase supply is 440 volt, three-phase 50 hertz AC supply. Then from the RYB it is directly connected to phase shifter through fuses. After that, the secondary side of the phase shifter is connected, the voltmeter V2 is there. Then the reactance relay having 4 terminals, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, out of which 5 and 6 are connected to 5. The V and N is connected. So here in between from the 5 and 6. So from the 5, to understand in a better way, we will go in the reverse manner, that is to the terminal number 5. The rheostat is connected, that is 34 ohms and 6.4 ampere. Then an ammeter is connected, and which is connected to V. To the N, you may supposed to connect to the neutral, you may supposed to connect the 6 terminal directly. To the 7 terminal, you are supposed to connect the V2, and to the 8 terminal, you are supposed to connect the phase shifter terminal. And in between this 7 and 8, you will find that there will be the voltmeter which is connected to measure the 110 volt AC. Then the ammeter is connected in series between the V and 5. So the rating of the ammeter is 0 to 2 ampere. Terminal number 3 and the coil number 3, the coil having terminals, that is 2 and 3. In between this 2 and 3, you are supposed to connect the 110 volt DC supply. So here you may find the circuit connections. So this is your reactance relay. Here you will have the setting. When you try to do the experiment on this reactance relay, you will have the impedance. You will have to measure the impedance, that is Z, and which is nothing but the multiplication of K1, K2 and K3. So here K1 represents the current value and which is set at 1. This is your K2 value, which is the sampling which we set at 2 levels. Then this is the phase and it is set at 1. Then these are the terminals which I am talking about. This is terminal number 2 and 3, which is directly connected to the DC supply. So here DC supply is given, and this is 7 and 8. From the 7 is connected to the terminal number V1, and V2 is connected to terminal number 8 present over here. Then this is from the rheostat, it is connected over here and to the ammeter terminal, and it is connected to the V terminal over here, from here to at this terminal. The N is connected to the terminal number 6, and terminal number 5 is connected to the rheostat secondary side. So this is, and here you may able to check the ammeter, the current rating from this ammeter panel meter, and from here you may able to check the voltage rating. So this is the observation table which we are going to take the readings. So here we will take the 9 readings, that is current I, then we have to set this current as at 1. This is fixed. we will change the voltage, we will increase it up to 60 volts, and then we'll try to reduce it. As far as theory is concerned, you will have to maintain the voltage at 60 to 80 volts. Then you will have to reduce the voltage by keeping the current constant at 1 ampere. When you try to reduce the voltage, what will happen? The phase angle theta is 50 degrees. When you have to reduce the voltage, so you will have to write here at what particular voltage your relay will trip. Then by keeping this K3, so here you may find that the spring constant, the spring control effect is neglected in the above equation. So these are the equations which are given. So in the above equation, the spring constant is neglected, because of which the K3 value is 0. Okay. Then so here we have to consider only K1 and K2. So we may able to, if we know the value of this Z, then you may easily find out the value of X, that is reactance and resistance. So X is nothing but Z sin theta, and R is nothing but, that is resistance, is nothing but Z cos theta. So that is the value of Z you will obtain over here. After that, sine of this 50 or sine of 60, 70, 80, 90 likewise. So we'll start with the 90, then we'll go in a lagging direction up to 50, and then we'll go in a forward direction, that is from 90 to 100, 110, 120, 130 likewise.